When Royale High first came out on Roblox, it became popular with girls as they can dress as fairies and mermaids. It was popular for role-playing, and the fact it was a fan game for a TV show called Winx Club. The game went through many updates and fun seasonal updates to show that the game was branching off and expanding, and the player base was continually rising. So, how did it crumble? It was around 2019 or 2020 when Barbie, the creator of Royale High, wanted to make a new school. I came back to playing Royale High because of the pandemic and had nothing else better to do. And I was hooked on the game for quite a while, as I played to get diamonds until I bought every set. New updates were coming out. We had the Beach House realm in the summer, and in the fall we had the Halloween realm, but it's more updated with the graphics and mechanics. The Christmas update was a blast, as the Snow Globe Summit had a ton of features which was great for role-playing. We then had the New Year's event, where there were many quests, and everyone complained that they couldn't find the last music note, including me. Good times. February came and they redesigned the Divinia Park with cherry blossoms and lanterns to celebrate Chinese New Year. Of course, there was some controversy over that, as the food wasn't Chinese food but Japanese. Yeah. More events came out which I won't cover, but after summer, it's where the fall begins. Barbie and her team were working on the new school and decided to focus on the new school, which meant that they had to cut back on seasonal events. But that was a bad decision, since the majority of the games on Roblox need something new and fresh to keep the player base and for Royale High. The seasonal events were the biggest part of why the players keep coming back. What Barbie should have done was get a few of her developers and scriptwriters to only focus on the seasonal updates, and the rest of the staff kept working on the new school. She has the money and resources to do that, as Royale High is a huge game on Roblox, where thousands of players join. Because of the lack of seasonal updates, the player base fell as seasonal events were reused. There wasn't much excitement, and it felt bare during the waiting years of the new school. Now finally, after 3 years waiting for the new school, it finally had come out. In the summer of August 2023, the long-awaited school came out. Old players came back for the new experience, and new players came. It was hype for the next few weeks. The school wasn't completely out, as it was coming out in phases. 1 week the front entrance was out, the next few days the lockers came out, and next the classrooms. The last phase that came out was the dormitory, where you can customize your dorm. When October came out, everyone was anticipating for the new Halloween event, including the new school updates. Get it? 'Cause Royale High fall in the same season called Fall. The last school update we got was somewhere at the end of August, and nothing came out during September, so everyone was still waiting in anticipation for the Halloween update. It was of course hyped up as we waited for October. The first week came, no update. The second week came, no update. And finally on the 15th of October, the update came out. And it sucked! The only thing they did was make the school gauze and add candy. Oh, and they also limited apple bobbing, which many players used to get candy. Their reason? We don't want people to go AFKing and using bots. They had a system that bans anyone who is exploiting the game, so that excuse was bull. And then it came from one of the creators of Royale High. And to add more salt to the wound, the customized Halloween bag they gave to every player for every Halloween for free is now 20,000 candies. So we don't even have the candy bag for free. It shakes the whole community as we wait for a month and a half for new content only to get table scraps. And the Halloween event was delayed for 15 days, literally half of October, which is a record for Royale High, as this has never happened before. Even the content creators are struggling to say anything positive, as there wasn't anything positive about it. After the Halloween update, it left a sour taste in many players' mouths, including mine. When December rolled around, we didn't have the beloved Snow Globe Summit, and again they just updated the aesthetic of the school. But this time they removed the locker courtyard. I thought after December that they would revert to school as it originally was, but no, they actually removed the locker courtyard. A beloved place where many go to customize their lockers and do study sesh was now gone. It was one of the phases that they released only to be removed. Currently, as I'm typing the script out, they removed a few of the content creators' badges because they criticized them. How petty can you even be? And also, it's already February, which is 5 to 6 months since the new school came out, and no phases has come out. No classes, cafeteria, gym, or anything. It is truly the end of Royale High, as it seems that the creators don't care for their project anymore. The developers and creators could have avoided this catastrophe if they didn't focus on the seasonal events. Now that the school has come out, they should have kept their focus on releasing the phases until the school is completely out. The hype for the new school died when September came around, as they stopped updating the school and people stopped playing the game. If they kept hyping and releasing phases, then everyone would talk about it, and would bring more engagement to the game. Content creators will have more to talk about the game and the new phases, and bring new viewers to the game. It would have been a win-win situation. For the Halloween update, they should have reused the previous event with more mini-games that can get you diamond, and don't limit apple bopping and let candy bags be free like it always has been. They should have kept the locker courtyard and be more cooperative with their community. I'm not saying that they should be more active on Twitter, we all know it's a hell site, but on the other social media where they can show spoilers for upcoming events and listen and take feedback. The important thing when running a business is to listen to your customer input, as they are the ones paying for your products and services. One last thing is not to raise prices on the sets and accessories. Make it affordable so that every player can have access. No new players are joining Royale High because of how much you have to grind diamonds to get a few set pieces or furniture decoration. It isn't friendly towards new players. Most of the player base has age, including me, and they will eventually leave the game. And probably I will too. So why not make it more friendly towards the new players? If you guys know Greek mythology, you know the tale of Icarus. If not, I'll do a brief summary. Icarus was the son of an inventor, and him and his father were trapped in a labyrinth. In order to escape, his father made wings held together by wax for both him and his son to fly. But the father warned Icarus, "Don't fly too close to the sun, or the wax will melt off." As they made their escape, Icarus felt free, that he would be God, and nothing would go wrong. He flew close to the sun, ignoring his father's warnings. The wax melted off, and for the short time he believed he was invincible came crashing down, and he drowned beneath the sea. I felt the need to put this story in as it is a great anthology of what happened to Royale High. It was a fan game full of passion, but their greed and cutting corners started to show in the game, and how they acted with criticism directed towards them. Now, like Icarus, they plunge into the sea with all the mishandlings. I don't know how they will continue, but currently with many videos coming out showcasing the problems with Royale High, it's now looking for developers and the creators.